Having won League One, it was tempting not to change the squad too much, but with contracts expiring, a bit of room in the wage budget, and because signing players is one of the most fun things you can do on Football Manager, I may have signed 12 players. First up are the players that we let go. Now, we didn't sell any starters, so it was just clearing out the deadwood to make room for all those signings that I knew I was going to make. So Kieran Brennan, who was on loan last year, went off to Plymouth. Ben Hennigan played about 5 games last year. He's gone off to MK Dons. Now, we already knew that Bannon and Llorente were leaving at the end of their contract, so they went off to Motherwell and Torino respectively. Still disappointed about Llorente though. A fantastic year last year, 23 goals in League One. But you know, we move on. Dennis Adeniran, a backup centre mid, going to Wigan for £700,000. A pretty good deal there. A young player's gone out on loan, and then Ryan Galvin was on loan last year. He's gone out to Huddersfield for £60,000, just trying to clear the wages. Similarly with Akin Famewo, he was a backup centre-back last year. I barely played him, to be honest. He was not going to play this year, so he's gone to Forest Green on a free transfer. Tariq Bakeson, almost sold him for £1 million, but he didn't want to leave, so he's gone to Doncaster on loan instead. Thank you, Tyreek. So those are all the outs. Now on to the ins. The first up is Igor Vinicius, a Brazilian right back on a free transfer, brought in after it was released by Sao Paulo. He didn't really play last year. My God, the average rating doesn't bode well. But you know, new pastures in Sheffield. Comes in as our first choice right back, playing as the wing back. Great speed, he's very well rounded. I think he's going to do very well. He doesn't enjoy big games, but I just won't play him in the Sheffield derby. Next up is goalkeeper Svetoslav Vutsov. Now, I wasn't looking for a goalkeeper, but when my scouts recommended him, a 5-star potential player on a free transfer, having been released by Slavia Sofia, could improve significantly, already better than Cameron Dawson, who's our first choice. I mean, he looks absolutely fantastic. He's very well-rounded, not many weaknesses in his game, except potentially his free kick and penalty taking. Not the next Jose Luis Chilavert, that's for sure. 21 years of age, £11,000 a week is quite a bit of money, but a free transfer, 5 caps already for Bulgaria at his age. He's going to be here for quite a while. Alex Kirk comes in as a backup centre-back, having been released by Arsenal. Now, he's 20 years of age, got a decent amount of potential. It is a free transfer, only £1,000 a week, and his value is already pretty good, so he's very well-rounded as well. We couldn't get Mark McGuinness back, so we needed more centre-back, especially after releasing a lot of other centre-backs. Another free transfer was Samuel Mulattieri, previously of Inter Milan, last year on loan at Frosinone in Serie B, where he scored 17 goals. A pretty decent showing in the second tier of Italy, so hopefully in the second tier of England, he can be just as good. But he's coming as cover as a striker or as a centre attacking mid, or on either wing if needs be, if we train him out there. But very well rounded, £1,000 a week, an absolute steal. A decent player for this level, can be a leading one, and as I mentioned, 22 years of age, a lot of potential, but just really decent cover. It didn't look like we'd be able to get Vasco Sousa back on loan from Porto, so we had to bring in a first choice to play at the attacking midfield position. So Kenny McLean is coming on a free transfer from Norwich, guiding them to promotion last year. I mean, he started one game, but you know, he was in the mix. That's what we want, some promotion experience for this year. Maybe, I don't know, I mean, first season back, promotion, maybe. But can play in the centre of the middle, in central midfield, I mean, or as an advanced playmaker further up the pitch. Very well rounded. The only weakness is his marking at 7, but he's not going to be doing that as a playmaker. So I think good backup. 31 years of age, already got good value as well. Got a 2-year deal, £10,000 a week. Yeah, pretty good. Another free transfer was Alvaro Carillo on a free transfer, having left Castilla, Real Madrid's B team, where he played phenomenally last year. Wow, 7.92. But he comes in, 21 years of age, a fantastic free transfer, looking at the potential as well. A championship level player already, got potentially a Premier League level quality. No major weaknesses in his game, and he's very, very consistent apparently, which is what you like to see. But he comes straight in as one of our best centre-backs, so he's going to be starting. A free transfer, already valued at £7 to £9 million, absolutely beautiful. Another free transfer, this time is Henrique Pereira, having been released by Benfica, 21 years of age. He played 37 times for Benfica's second team last year, a great performance as well, 7.46. A free transfer, on 12 grand a week is quite a lot of money, but it's on a 3-year deal with a potential 3 years if we get promoted, so potentially a 6-year deal. It's already valued at almost like £20 million. Incredible potential as well. Championship level as it is. Potentially Premier League. Again, no major weaknesses. Fairly consistent. Displays resolute characteristics. Absolutely fantastic. Very well-rounded, maybe lacking a bit technically, but that is definitely going to improve with age. I did have to fight off AC Milan, Inter and Juventus to acquire him, but for some reason he's come to the second tier of England to play for Sheffield Wednesday. But coming in as our first choice on that left side is an inside forward. We're going to have Pereira on the left side and Diego Moreira on the right side, both formerly of Benfica. We're essentially becoming Benfica B, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. Speaking of becoming Benfica B, we brought in Martim Neto on a free transfer, formerly of Benfica B. 20 years old, absolutely incredibly well-rounded player, amazing potential as well. 20 years of age, as I say, he's on a 3-year deal, again with potentially an extra 3 years on top of that, so 6 years potentially. £11,000 a week. I had to pay more, again, because PSG, Inter Milan, all these clubs wanted to buy him. And for some reason, again, he's come to Sheffield Wednesday. I'm not sure, but great vision. He's going to be playing as a box-to-box, although we could potentially push him forward as the advanced playmaker. We've got a nice Portuguese contingent here with Martim Neto, Moreira and Pereira on either wing, with Vasco Sousa as well. A quartet, the Portuguese quartet, absolutely beautiful. Luckily, they can all speak Portuguese because I don't think they can speak English. The last of the free transfers is Anthony Knockaert, 31 years of age. Honestly, I thought he was about 36 by now, but he's come in on a free transfer, having been released by Fulham. Playing in Greece last year on loan, again, he did pretty alright, 7.32. But cover for either wings, we didn't have much experience. As you saw, we brought in 20-year-olds. But 17 flair, 16 natural fitness, a better player than Malik Wilkes, Marvin Johnson, who we had last year. Inside forward on the right side, can cover on the left or as the centre attacking mid as well. 31 years of age, only £6,000 a week, 2-year deal. I think this is a good cover. Now, we have brought in some loans. Vasco Sousa has returned, having played for us last year. An amazing player, 20 years of age as well, only £550 a week that we are paying him. Last year, 12 goals, 8 assists in all appearances, but 16 flair, 16 vision, dribbling as well, first touch, 15, passing 15. I mean, an incredible player. Hopefully, he's going to stick around. Wilson Esbrand has joined us on loan from Manchester City. Now, we didn't have any left backs, they all left. So he's coming as our starter, as the wing back, on support. Pretty decent for this level. He played at Huddersfield last year. I mean, they got relegated. Hopefully that's not his fault. But like the rest, he's already a championship level player as it is. He's fairly consistent, which is very important. And the contract is only £1,500 a week for the loan. If you ask me, a very good deal. Another Manchester City loan is Tommy Doyle. Now, Manchester City are our senior affiliate, so the contract is he's free for us for the year, so thank you very much. Previously of Sheffield United, played there last year, so he knows the city. You know, he was all right. Only started 2 games. That's your first mistake, Tommy. But coming to the right Sheffield club, they're going to play box-to-box most likely, or potentially a ball winner in the middle of the pitch, although marking is not great, probably a box-to-box. But a very well-rounded player, great determination, consistent as well, which is great to see. But again, a free player, a backup most likely. Great potential, as I mentioned, but Tommy Doyle. The final transfer is Louis Barry on loan from Aston Villa. Now, with Fernando Llorente leaving us, we needed a new starting striker. And after I saw what he did for MK Dons last year, 17 goals, 14 assists in the league, 29 goals in all competitions, helping them get promoted, I thought, why not give him a go? So here he is, Louis Barry, 16 flair, very well-rounded. I'm not sure why I started with flair. Great acceleration, great pace, 15 determination, great finishing. He's consistent as well, great personality. Can cover either wing if needs be as the inside forward. It looks absolutely fantastic. So that leaves the squad looking like this. And as you can see, it is full of high potential players that are actually contracted to the club. All the free transfers were brought in. Our best players, again, Martim Neto, Pereira and Vutsov, the 3 free transfers. It's going to be a good year. After all those transfers, the season preview looks like this. The media are predicting us to finish 8th. I thought the playoffs was ambitious, but apparently that is what we should be aiming for. Brighton, Southampton and Nottingham Forest were the teams to get relegated from the Premiership. And looking at the media Dream 11, of course, the squad is full of their players. However, we do have Svetoslav Vutsov as the goalkeeper, the Sheffield Wednesday representative. I mean, he looks absolutely fantastic. The more I look at him, I'm just surprised we got him for free on like £10,000 a week. It's ridiculous. However, 8th, that is where we should be aiming apparently. So forget the avoiding relegation, which is what our board are expecting. We're going to go for promotion. Financially, we're in a pretty good situation. We've sold lots of season tickets, which has helped us up to £8.7 million in the balance. In terms of loans and debt, We still have over £100 million of debt because, of course, we do. We're not really paying much back. The transfer debt has gone, which is good. And we only start paying the loan back majorly when we get promoted to the top division. That's when it turns to, £500,000 a week. We do still have over £50,000 a week in the wage budget and over £500,000 in transfer budget if the right player comes available. But as you've seen, free transfers, that's all you need. Unfortunately, Vinicius has picked up an injury. He's out for a couple more days, so the team for today's game against Hull is going to be like this. There are 6 new players in the starting 11. That's a bit risky, but you know what? We'll just go with it. Vutsov is going to start in goal, the Bulgarian. Dominic keeps his place at right back for now, with Nikola Maksimovic staying as the centre-back next to Carillo, Alvaro Carillo. A lot of new names here. Oh, Alvaro Carillo Alacid. Ooh. Wilson Eshbrand comes in on left back with Martim Neto, Will Vokes in the centre of the pitch. I might be replacing Will Vokes, just we'll see. Pereira keeps his place on the right wing alongside Vasco Souza as the advanced playmaker. Pereira comes in on the left wing. That's going to be confusing. Pereira and Pereira. Louis Barry is going to start as the striker. We'll see how it goes. Potentially Michael Smith comes back in. I mean, Josh Windass is still here. He's on 15 grand. He's not on making the bench. I need to get rid of him. I'm going to stick with this formation because it served us so well last year, but given that we are coming up against better players, better teams, it may need to be changed. Although saying that, we are predicted to finish 8th, so maybe we are one of the better teams in the league. But that is the team for this game against Hull. I'm not sure how they're predicted to do, but I mean, we're one of the best teams in the league, apparently, so they can't be that good. But here we are then, Sheffield Wednesday against Hull in the Championship. First game back, a lot of players to integrate into the Sheffield Wednesday team, but I'm confident. 5 minutes in is a throw-in on the left side for Sheffield Wednesday, the new signing. That's a poor ball. He doesn't know. No, you play for Sheffield Wednesday, you're in the blue. Hull go long, looking for Ashley Barnes, a player we tried to sign, but he wanted way too much money. But we have the ball. So great through ball. Louis Barry on his debut. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, he should have done better than that. A great opportunity there. Rolled his man. But there's another highlight straight away. We recover the ball though, and how we have the ball at the back. Wilson Eshbrand. We do need cover for him. Carillo into Neto. Hopefully they can speak the same language of football here. But Henrique Pereira on this left side cuts inside as the inside forward. A great ball out wide to Pereira. Can he lay it back to Iorfa? He goes into the middle. A 1-2 to Pereira. Pereira. Oh, it's over the bar. A great 1-2 from Pereira and Pereira. I'm going to mess it up so much. We have the ball though at the back. Wilson Eshbrand now, the left back, on loan from Manchester City. Can he find a cross into the box? It's full of Hull players. It goes inside there to Neto. Can he lay it across the box? Back to Eshbrand. It's into the middle. And into the back post. Diego Pereira. First goal of the season. Of course it is. It's the first game of the season. It's 1-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. A great cross by Wilson Eshbrand. And it is 1-0. Brilliant. Just over 5 minutes until half time, and Hull have not had a single shot this game. But they have the ball now, so let's see what happens here. Neto out wide to Pereira. The Benfica just out wide to Iorfa. Oh my goodness. Dominic Iorfa just rifled it into the back of the net. He's only in because Vinicius is injured, but a fantastic goal by Dominic Iorfa, making it 2-0 to Sheffield Wednesday. There's another highlight. It could be 3. Carillo now on the back for Sheffield Wednesday into Neto. A lovely ball to Pereira. Pereira, can he finish it? Pereira, oh, it's a great save. A bad miss, but a great save by the keeper. But I mean, look at that. We've created so much, and Hull have not had a sniff. 2-0 at half time. XG, we're underperforming on the XG. I don't know if that's good or not. That doesn't sound good. But a fantastic performance. I mean, absolutely brilliant. I'm happy with the number of shots. Keep it up, lads. Louis Barry having a bit of a quiet game. May have to take him off, but you know what? We're playing well as a team. That is what's most important. But Neto now, I can't believe we've got him in. I mean, we've basically got Benfica, second team. This shouldn't be allowed. But Pereira, the former Benfica player, I've got to stop saying that. Carillo now into Neto again. Can he find the run of Iorfa out on the right wide, on the right side? Vasco, this is great work here. Forward to Louis Barry. He takes a touch. Barry. Oh, Louis. Oh, Louis. Oh, that was an opportunity to make it a 3. But you know what? We're getting into the right places. Great opportunity creating Southampton winning 4-2. Oh, God. We're going to have to beat them to promotion. Almost an hour gone and we have the ball on the right side. Iorfa, the scorer of a fantastic goal, back to Maksimovic. One of the only players to keep his place in this fantastic ball. Vasco Souza. I couldn't get my words out. Vasco Souza, a fantastic, I can't believe that, a fantastic ball by Maksimovic, and Vasco Souza, 1 touch, 2 touch, back of the net. I need to see that again. Maksimovic on the halfway line. I mean, what's he doing? An outrageous ball. Vasco Souza, he controls the ball in midair. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Everyone is playing fantastically. I mean, I don't want to make any changes. 20 minutes left to go, and Hull have a chance maybe on this right side. They've not created anything all game, and the best goalkeeper in the league, apparently. That's embarrassing. Just over 20 minutes left to go. I'm going to make some changes. I mean, I made 5 changes. That's what I do, apparently. But just need to freshen things up. I mean, that was their first shot on target. Hull, they pulled it back to 3-1. There's an opportunity. Knockout with the corner. Can he make it 4? Into the box. It's headed away. There's Vasco Souza on the edge of the box. Can he put it back into the middle? Knockout has tried to make a run at the back post. It's to Hunt, to Volks, to Deli Bashiru, to Carillo. Great passing work here. Deli Bashiru now. Can he find the run of Wilson? He does. Wilson Eshbrand, cross, back post. Knockout, heads in. It's Smith. Michael Smith has hit the bar. Almost 4-1. Almost a great working team goal, but now 3-1. A couple of seconds left. It looks like it's going to be that unless Hull can create something here with a couple of seconds. Now, there it is. The full-time whistle goes. Sheffield Wednesday 3, Hull 1. A complete domination by us. I mean, they had 1 shot. They scored it. Vutsov's not had the best of games. He's not made a save. But look at all those chances we've created. 3.44 XG. We've underperformed. But 25 shots, 11 on target. A great debut by everyone. I mean, Louis Barry, that's questionable. But nice work. Very good. Oh, this is going to be a tough year, isn't it? Southampton have won 6-3. James Ward-Prowse has finally found his level, it seems, getting a hat-trick on the first day of the season. But 5th place, we're behind Sheffield United. That doesn't look good, but small steps. So a great opening day performance against Hull, and I'm thinking, looking at the fixtures, that the Sheffield United Southampton doubleheader at the end of October is just too good to turn down. A Steel City derby, and probably the best team in the league. It'll be tough, but you know what? After today, I have hope. So I'll see you next time.